Welcome to this BTV Right Now update. I'm John Luck. On Saturday, Bridgewater State welcomed students from today to years ago for Homecoming 2016. There's a little bit of everything from a prize wheel to the college football team marching its way towards the field for its matchup with Plymouth State, and of course the post-game fireworks. We'll have a more in-depth recap coming up later this week on Bridgewater This Week, and we'll recap the homecoming game between the Bears and Plymouth State later on in this program. Mark Pacheco and Sandra Wright had a debate in Taunton last week with both candidates contesting for the state center of the 1st Plymouth and Bristol County District. And it didn't take long for both to start pointing out the other's voting records in their office and whether a full term will be served as state senator.
His job creation for the Bridgewater State College. For the last 10 years, he's been looking for a job. Every 2 years that he's been running, he's always looking for a new job. In fact, Mr. Pacheco, I want to ask you, you made a statement at the Democratic Convention that you would be the ambassador to Portugal, which you had to reiterate because that was wrong. And you said back when Hillary Clinton was running, when President Obama was running, you said you were going to be the ambassador. You have tried to pursue a job every 2 years, probably for the last 10 years, because you are not happy where you are. And that's what the people that I'm talking to are asking me. What does he want to be?
Talk about commitment to a job. Commitment to a job. All the years that I've served in the Massachusetts legislature, my attendance and voting record are in the high 90 percentiles, 95, 98% attendance. Your attendance record with the town council in Bridgewater?
Time is up.
You're missing 35% of your votes.
You're wrong.
That's just
Time is
from,
up.
I've got the record right here.
Time is
I
up.
don't care what you have.
The debate also featured the national landscape with both candidates talking about the national election between presidential candidates Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump.
You are running as a Republican, and the biggest national story right now is Donald Trump, arguably. Do you support and endorse him?
Yes, I do. Actually, both candidates I don't think should be candidates, neither one of them. But I do support Donald Trump. I could not support Mrs. Clinton with what her record is as Mr. Pacheco in his many years of what he's done. So therefore, I would support Donald Trump, yes.
Would just simply pivot a little bit and say that when you look at this national campaign, it has been a disgrace, what has taken place. The issues I care about and I fight for every single day are the issues that impact working families.
That race is just one of the many that you can vote on during the general election, which will take place on November 8th. However, you can vote as early as next week at the town clerk's office at the Academy building. Ballots will be available for this potentially record-setting election during normal hours at the town clerk's office. The hours will be expanded on Wednesday, October 26th and Thursday, November 3rd until 8 p.m. And voting will also be available on Saturday, October 29th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. A reminder, the Town Council will be meeting tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. in the Academy building with replays available on Channel 22 starting on Thursday. And turning to weather, it definitely felt like late fall on Saturday for homecoming, but by midweek it could almost feel like late summer. Jeff Fowler has more.
Well, good Monday afternoon, John. Everybody else, 76 degrees outside the BTV studios on this Monday. Pay no attention to that time marker there. It is the 5 o'clock advisory where we had a dew point of 58 degrees, humidity 54%, and a heat index creeping up 78 degrees. Hard to believe this late in October, but it is mainly partly cloudy skies. Now let's look at the radar on this Monday afternoon. A few showers making their way north of the Great Lakes, and it's a possibility of a spot shower or storm moving into New England here by the end of the evening hours. But on Tuesday, low pressure will be moving north of the region. Warm front will be north of us. It will be starting to back down through northern New England, but we should have some warm conditions. Here's a little snapshot of the end of the week. Here's Friday. Possibly an area of low pressure moving up the coastline as we have this cold front sweeping to our region. That could give us a potential for some tropical rains here. We'll keep an eye on that. But for your Tuesday and Wednesday, it's back to summertime warmth near 80 degrees before we cool down towards the end of the week. And again, we'll watch for that chance of some rain by Thursday night and Friday.
Thanks, Jeff. Going back to homecoming at Bridgewater State, and the Bears took on Plymouth State, and Danny Higgins is on a record-setting pace for passing quarterbacks at Bridgewater State University. However, against Plymouth State, Higgins had quite a difficult day. Despite the rough passing day for the starting quarterback, this was an instant classic at Swenson Field, with the Bears winning a double overtime thriller 29-23. Bridgewater State was down 14-0 at halftime. A Higgins to Jack Levanchi 29-yard connection put the Bears on the board 14-7. Malik Garrett tied the game at 20 in the fourth quarter with a 2-yard run, sending the game into overtime. And after a tie game and after a pair of field goals in the first overtime, we fast forward to the second overtime, with Bridgewater State intercepting a pass, giving the Bears an opportunity to win the game on the next score, which happened on a Malik Garrett 1-yard run, giving the Bears a 29-23 win. Higgins had 4 interceptions but completed 10 passes with Jack Levanchi for 136 yards and that aforementioned touchdown. And the BR Trojans took out the Barnstable Red Raiders on the road 42-13. The Trojans will end their regular season at home against St. John's Prep in a game that you can see right here on btvaccess.com and also on BTV Channel 9 coming up starting next week. Thanks for watching this BTV Right Now update. I'm John Locke.